Hello, you're welcome to ABC News Highlights. My name is Golda Abadai.
And my name is Nana Kwame Bobe.
On to our first story for the day. So, MP for Asin Central, Mr. Kennedy Ohini Agyapong, and MP for Botiano English Amanfo, Mr. Sylvester Tetteh, decided that they were going to have it out in Parliament. Why? Because he owes Kennedy Agyapong some money. And when he asked for it, he told him to take it to court in Parliament during a session. They decided to have it out in Parliament.
Yes, because no grief for anybody. No, but honestly, Abba, to me, I think the most shocking thing about this is the fact that we call them honorable and they're doing the least honorable thing in the place that is supposed to be an honorable place of work. And it's just, but it's not new. It is shocking, but it's not new. This is not the first time we've had them get fiscal with each other. Not as in the same people, but like other MPs, even when they were voting for the E-levy, we've seen instances where they've gone almost rogue.
That is exactly the problem. Do they not like have respect for the sanctity of the institution they founded themselves in? Because why would you decide that you want to have it out in Parliament?
Well, they don't even.
It's not even about an issue that concerns maybe making laws or anything of the sort.
Well, technically, as I said, there's no reason why you should be fighting your place of work. Like, even think away from the Parliament. If you're in your office, you wouldn't try to get fiscal with somebody because you deem it as your professional place of work. But here we are with MPs starting to get a little bit fiscal with each other because somebody owes somebody money. But also, guys, if you owe anybody their money, pay them.
WWE Parliament session.
That's a good one. Who are you rooting for? Who are you rooting for?
I mean, even though we know the kind of things he can do, maybe he can go with
Put his hand where the mouth is. Guys, let us know what you think in the comment section. And yes, of course, it's not new to you. If you're in Ghana, you've definitely seen instances of this, but what do you think? And we're moving on to our next story. So the latest data from Nimbea has ranked Ghana as the third country in West Africa with the highest cost of living.
I am not surprised.
Well, IMF would be, since they said it's reviving and that they're putting in the work to get us in a better place. But yes, according to the Nimbea ranking, which is based on rent index, groceries index, restaurant purchase index, and local purchasing power index, out of all these, the overall cost of living was 26.0, putting us third when it comes to the countries in West Africa with the highest cost of living. It is not surprising so much that the first country is Cote d'Ivoire. After we claimed allegiance because they knocked Nigeria out of the AFCON and them winning, we are here twinning with them.
What's their population?
Of Cote d'Ivoire, I think it should be clearly more than Ghana's.
Okay.
Yeah, so maybe that is a factor you wouldn't put. But then Ghana being number 3 is not very shocking.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
I mean, looking at the way things are going, it's perfectly understandable if you're the third. Who's the second? Which country?
No, I think, hold on. Senegal was also there. I think we're third when it comes to overall Africa. When it comes to overall Africa, Senegal was third.
Funny, we're not the countries with the highest population.
Yeah, I mean, do correct us if you're wrong when it comes to the population of these other countries. But then, considering that Ghana is a relatively smaller country, being the third on the list of is a bit off. It is a bit off. But guys, at this point, we can't even tell you to let us know what you think because you all know what we think. We need money in the system. We need for whatever track that the IMF will use this government is on to finally manifest fiscally and realistically in our own pockets and finances.
Do let us know what you think. Now, on to our next story for the day. So we're all aware that most of the time when there are fire outbreaks in most parts of the country, the fire service cannot deal with the fire issues. So residents of Konongo decided that they're sick and tired of that, and they decided to attack the fire officers. So some angry residents in Konongo within the Asante Akem Central Municipality of the Ashanti region attacked fire officers and caused damage to a tender. The incident occurred on Saturday, February 10, 2024, when the angry residents accused the fire officers of delaying their response to a fire outbreak in the area. Fire officers from Konongo were deployed to a fire scene near in Kwakwa. While at the scene, they received another distress call and had to rush back to Konongo Township as the only fire engine serves several communities. And the residents were not happy. When they arrived at the scene, they had been delayed, there was damage and all that. They were upset. They decided, you are going to, receive the brunt of our anger, attack them, and kind of destroy the car, whatever it is. I mean, one fire car, many communities. Why? Take a deep breath.
I mean, it is wrong, and it is not right for anybody to attack anyone at all, regardless of the institution. But frustration built up, and pent up anger always finds a way to show itself. I don't think this is even an isolated issue when it comes to the people in Ghana or citizens that are frustrated at the fact that certain institutions do not work, especially because it's such an urgent need.
I'm sorry to say this, but I wonder why they exist, honestly. Because I have never heard there's a fire outbreak and the fire service. Oh, they, did your thing. It's always there's no water, there's something, serious damage.
I think the weirdest one I've been around was there was a fire outbreak. They called the fire service. The car actually came and said there's no water. So they're going to call somebody else to come whilst the house was still burning. So again, I think we should drive towards a path of excellence and effectiveness when it comes to executing our roles in every aspect of our lives as Ghanaians, but especially when you put in places like the fire service, there are certain institutions that are very urgent and you need to be effective.
Like ambulances.
Exactly.
Will you even get one today if you paint right now and say, come pick me up?
We do have a long way to go and we need a lot of things provided. We are moving on to our next story, one that is still on provision, and clearly there's abundance of that in that area. So every SHS student in Ghana is set to receive a tablet by April 2024. The Minister of Education, Yawosei Educhum, has stated that the government is set to distribute over 1.4 million tablets to students in the senior high schools under the free SHS policy. Speaking at the speech on prize giving day at the Wesley Girls Senior High School, he said, and I quote, "I am happy to tell you that within the next 2 months, every student in this school will have a tablet computer. We are building a learning management system, so all teachers are going to be trained and you will do your homework and class activities online. So if you have support, you should be getting more smart boards so that it will be 360-degree smart technology-driven environment." He was quoted.
Please forgive me. I feel like some of these politicians think we're just stupid people in this country who don't have the ability to comprehend, to think, to do anything.
Forgiving.
People don't have water, they don't have places to sleep, they don't have hostels, they have serious conditions.
Exactly.
They're going to distribute tablets.
Exactly. Digitalization, they call it.
And are you going to tell me that you're going to give every child in this country a tablet? Really?
Because they're sleeping on hard floors, they don't have food to eat, but won't they love to stare at a rectangular screen so bright that that's where they can store all their dreams.
I mean, it is ridiculous.
It is,
they need to set their priorities straight, which is important.
Exactly. Because they have been vocal. Students have been vocal. We've sat here and reported students going on demonstration. We've sat here and reported headmasters
dying in rivers because they need water.
Exactly. We've had headmasters interdicted because they are charging to be able to manage schools. We've had headmasters actually petition to parents to pay something because they cannot run their schools on this free SHS policy. But let's forget all those things.
And distribute tablets.
Yes, 1.4 million that they've seemingly purchased, because if they are willing to just go into dropping it on the lap of every student, then they've clearly purchased them. So they had the money to purchase it, or
you couldn't give them better conditions.
Yeah, or whatever deal, whether they bought it, whether it was a handout, whatever it is. The Ministry of Education is rolling out this one student, one tablet policy under the free SHS policy, guys.
It is ridiculous.
It is ridiculous, Abba says, but what do you say? Let us know in the comment section.
Yes, my name is Golda Abadai. This has been ABC News Highlights.
My name is Nana Kwame Bobe.
For more details, please visit abcnewsgh.com. Our social media handles abcnewsgh_. See you.